just run through what we're looking at for the day, talk about the BTX method, and see what opportunities might be offered up to us, talk about what opportunities were offered up to us yesterday, and we'll go from there. So let's go ahead and get to it. Let's pop over to this screen. Nope, hang on. That's the Forex screen. You can see we've got some nice breakouts already shooting through here this morning on the Forex side of things, but we're not here to talk about Forex. We're here to talk about futures, futures. Here we go. All right, so in the futures market, going left to right, we're gonna have a look at the S&P, then crude, and then gold, and see what opportunities might be here for us to take advantage of for the day. All right, so yesterday, starting with the S&P 500, right? Looking at the S&P yesterday, we talked about the fact that we have a long bias on the 4-hour and a long bias in the 30-minute. That tells us that we're looking for long trading opportunities. We had the inauguration yesterday. In the morning, we mentioned that there's a lot going on. No one knows what's going to happen, which way it's going to go. All we can do is trade a plan. BTX method, it allowed us to trade that plan, right? We had a burst of activity in the long direction, so the direction of the current market bias. Moving on. Dave, stop, buddy. Moving on. Sorry, my son came in with a sock puppet messing with me here, and I totally lost my train of thought. Yeah, so looking at a long market bias, price pushed on higher in the direction of the market trend, but then started pulling back. And here we got a tradable opportunity as the market made a lower high and a lower low. So remember, we're trading in the direction of the trend. Market pulls back, lower high and a lower low, and then it broke out above that previously closed lower high, and then would have allowed us to trail that on and lock in some profit for a couple of points of potential profit over here. All right, so today, what are we looking at for today? Same thing. We're in a long bias still, so we'd like to see the market pull back a little bit, and then we'd look to go long from there. We're hanging out right now at 38.50, big whole number, 38.50. I would imagine, and we broke this really in off trading hours. I would imagine that as the market session opens, we'd pull back off of this 38.50 a bit, and that'll give us an opportunity to look again for those potential tradable opportunities as the market makes lower highs and lower lows, and then we can buy from there. All right, crude. What's happening in crude? Yesterday, long bias, 4 hours long, 30-minute bias was long. We're looking for long trading opportunities. We did make a lower high, lower low, as we can see here, but it didn't break out back out above it. We had another opportunity here, lower high, lower low, but then again, didn't break back above it. The market kept moving down on us. So ultimately, no trades yesterday on crude. Today, we've got a mixed bias. The 4-hour is a long bias, but the 30-minute is a short bias. So that's telling us put a big X right here on crude. We're not going to trade anything. And then over on gold, we're in that same boat where our 4-hour is short, but our 30-minute is long, and so on gold, we'll put a big X over there as well. Gold is kind of sitting in an interesting area. We did break above 1850 yesterday, and now we're kind of hanging out up here at this next level of support for us. Gold could certainly move higher from here. And it's looking like it's kind of getting there. If we don't see any large movements down, our 4-hour is going to cross over here pretty soon, and we'll be able to look for long trading opportunities on gold. But for right now, we're just going to sit on the sidelines and let it figure out what its next direction is going to be. All right, so that is it for now. As you can see, guys, a super easy trading method. There's not a lot to it. Doesn't need to be a lot to it. We just need to have good money management and stick to the rules, stick to the plan. When we lose, we can limit our losses. When we win, we can allow those to run. And some days we're going to get those really outsized moves where the market just continues moving in the direction of that overall trend and really locks in some large gains. But until then, we've been happy to keep taking these quick hits, and locking in gains as we have those opportunities here. Again, you don't need a lot of complicated charts and complicated. I started to say EAs. That's a Forex, a trading term for MetaTrader, indicators and whatnot. You don't need to overcomplicate your charts. Just keep it simple. Have a method that gives you positive expectancy over the long term, and then execute. Get out of your own way when it comes down to it, right? All right, so that's it. Have a great day.